What's up guys, Magic Knives here, and in today's video I'm super excited to bring to you a product that I've been wanting to get for years now, and after saving up for over a year I finally was able to get it. This is a Gen 2 Plus night vision monocular that I'm going to be using for my Airsoft night vision setup. This is the GSCI GS-14 compact night vision monocular to be exact. So this is a Canadian made night vision tube, which I'll explain some of the features in this review. As far as my actual Airsoft night vision setup, I'm still doing a couple things that I'm gonna add to it just to make it complete, but otherwise I will go through some of the features of just the tube itself, as well as a couple of the modifications and things that I did to make it unique, okay, or special or purposeful for myself. So first thing, it's Gen 2 Plus monocular. So with Gen 2 Plus, you're multiplying light by 20,000 times, as opposed to Gen 3, which obviously is better. It'll multiply 30 to 50,000 times, but vastly superior compared to a Gen 1 Plus or Gen 1, which is like only multiplying light by 1,000 times. So don't waste your money on Gen 1 night vision. Don't be like me, okay? That made that mistake a couple years back. But yeah, anyways, this will take one AA battery, which goes right in here, right? And normally when you get this, it'll come with a eye cup. It will come with an eye cup, so that way it covers the glare on your face when you're looking through. But if you don't want that, you can just get rid of it, and you can replace it with a PVS-14 ring adapter. And now it will fit here, but you will need to make a bit of a modification because there's no threading on the front, on the back here. So unfortunately you're gonna have to take a Dremel. You're gonna have to Dremel the actual threading of the ring adapter for it, and you just Dremel it until it's like thin enough so you can actually fit it in at the back here all the way. And then you just get a tiny bit of super glue. Don't use too much, otherwise you might get fogging on the lens here. Just a tiny bit, and then just press that in, and that way you can fit that on the back here. Now the reason why I did this is because, especially I'm trying to save up now for Brain Exploder's night vision camera, so that way it can actually fit on here, because you need the eye cup adapter in order for it to work. So that's why I made this modification and stuff like that. And it's also in case you feel like putting on a PVS-14 eye cup adapter on it, or eye cup ring, sorry. So that's the first modification made. The other thing is I have a Butler Creek lens cover here at the front. No, it does come with a normal, just a typical standard day cover at the front here, but if you want, I actually recommend getting rid of it and then just getting a Butler Creek lens cover for it. Okay, I got this at Walmart. This is a size 03A. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to get the same size for this, as well as leave a link in the description for the eye cup ring. So what I did is I got the Butler Creek lens cover, and as well as I poked a tiny hole in the front or in the middle. That way I can still use this during the day if I want to look through it for whatever reason. And what's great is that instead of having to just open it up and stuff, you can now just press the button here and it'll open it up. That way when you are in the dark, you can actually start using it, and then when you're done, you can just close it back up. Right, now I'm going to be adding a piece of Lexan at the front here, just as a shield to protect the lens at the front, obviously, just because you don't want to risk it getting shot out. And what's nice is if you don't want to waste having to put a piece of Lexan to cover the IR illuminator here, then you can just simply, because you're not going to be using it you're not going to be using the IR illuminator on the night vision anyway, so you're going to have a separate IR illuminator. So when you're setting the focus on the front of the night vision here, remember the focus is on the very front, so you actually turn the knob here at the front. So I do actually have to turn the Butler Creek lens lens cover here, have it aligned so that when you actually open it up, the lens, the cover itself will actually cover the IR illuminator as well, so it'll naturally protect it too. So that way you don't have to worry about protecting that per se, right? So that's just a little bonus or a side tip if you want to just only focus on protecting the lens here and not worry about this, because you're not going to be using this anyways, at least for if you're doing like airsoft games. But yeah, I can just close that up. But yeah, if you need to adjust the focus depending on the distance, you can just simply turn the front focus ring at the front here. But with the Butler Creek lens cover, you do have to turn that too. So again, when you have the focus set, then you can mount the cover on. That way you can provide that protection for the IR illuminator. Now, as far as the IR illuminator itself, there's 3 modes. So you have it in the off position, obviously, this little nub right here. You push this, from this side, you flip this to the first position, that is on. I don't have the battery in here, so don't worry too much. So that will allow you to see through without any IR. And now, in order for you to access the IR modes, you're gonna have to there's a little nub here you have to push in, and that will allow you to switch to the first IR mode, which will be you'll see an IR light coming out from here. So now, if the lens cover wasn't in the way, it would be a little bit brighter. And then you can flip it to the second IR mode if you want slightly even brighter, if you're in a really dark situation or whatever, right? But again, you're probably not going to use these, especially if you have a separate IR flashlight on your gun, for that matter. So you want to use that anyways, so you can have a momentary on, momentary off, so you don't give away your position too much to other players who might also have night vision. So that's a couple things to keep in mind. As far as the mount goes, it comes with a sort of rail here, so unfortunately you're going to have to source a J-arm mount adapter. I managed to source this on eBay, which I'll leave the link in the description for this. You will need to modify this one a bit though, because the insides of it are just too small. So don't be like me, where I try to like hammer it in and stuff and like just scratch it all up. That was a really bad idea. I could have possibly broken the night vision, who knows. But what you're gonna do is, once you get it, you're gonna file the insides of it with a file. If you have like one of those metal files or whatever, just file it on both sides. That way it widens it more, and that way you can actually just slide it on just like that. And then you'll have a screw that comes with it. You just screw it in from the top there. That way it'll be nice and secure, and that way you'll have your hole right here to use your J-arm to mount this onto your helmet or head setup. Alright, now if you're gonna have a lanyard setup, there's a tiny little hole here, as well as on the other side, that you can use to get a little mini split ring here. You can hopefully see that right around there. I'll try to leave a link in the description for that too. So if you're looking for a split ring so you can attach a lanyard and stuff, then that's there for you if you want to use that. So, and yeah, like overall, that's pretty much all the modifications that I've made to this, as well as the performance of it. Well, it's a Gen 2 Plus, so it's automatically pretty good. It's good enough for airsoft. I'd say if you're doing anything airsoft related, you have to do Gen 2 Plus. You have to do Gen 2 and up. You can't go anything lower than that, otherwise you're just gonna waste your money on night vision, and it's really just gonna be no point. So, and of course, not to mention, you do have to spend money on the other parts of your night vision setup, with the IR flashlight, the laser, your mount, shroud, helmet if you're running a helmet, or if you're going through the Cry Precision head cap or something. So yeah, just a couple of things to consider. But with that said, that's my whole setup, and I'll leave a link in the description as well for the actual device itself, where you can actually purchase it, because I'm not going to go over all the details as far as like the specs and things. you already know it's a Gen 2 Plus, so it's going to be pretty good. So you can, once you check out the link for where you can actually buy it, I got this for a little bit over $3,000 Canadian with tax, and so I mean, for Gen 2 Plus, that's pretty much the bare minimum of what you're going to be spending on a night vision monocular, and then just a night vision setup in general. So there you go. So I'll leave a link. I'm gonna show you a video now of how this night vision monocular performs in a almost full moon night, so you can get a basic idea of what it's like looking through this night vision monocular. Now, as a disclaimer, the camera, when you see through the camera does not pick up the night as well as your eyes. So I was able to see a lot better with my eyes than the camera was. So when you look through the night vision monocular, you can see everything clear as day. But I mean, with just my natural eyes, I could see things like a little better than the camera was. So whatever you can see through the camera, from your point of view, your eyes will be able to pick it up a lot better. So that includes when you look through the night vision itself. But here's the footage. Alright guys, so we are in a nearby park close to my house, and today it is 3/4 of a moon. Alright, so it's actually pretty bright. I can see the trees in front of me. You guys obviously can't because this is with the camera. You can kind of see glimmers of some house lights across the park. There's some more street lights in the park near here. So now I'm going to place the night vision in front of the camera. And you can see everything just kind of pops up before your eyes. So you can see now the trees that are in front of me. You can see the lights much more. Over here is the tennis courts. Right there. And as well, there's another park there with more street lights. Now there is a IR mode, so let me just turn this on. So when you actually look through the lens, you'll see a red light in the corner there. That's to let you know that the IR light is on. If I kind of pan it down to the grass here, you'll see the IR light much better. But since it's pretty bright outside today, it's really not that hard to see the surroundings. And if I turn it on the second mode, it gets even brighter. So yeah, the IR illumination for the night vision, at least in this current setting, with it being a 3/4 of a moon, it's not really needed. So let me just turn this on again. So that's the first mode, and that's with the IR light off. So yeah, today's a pretty bright day, but you know, if you're in a indoor field with some security cameras, they'll definitely have an IR light, so it'll definitely make things a lot brighter. So for this to be used in outdoor airsoft would be perfect. And if you're in an indoor field, as long as they got some decent IR light, then definitely you should be okay with this Gen 2 Plus monocular. So with that said, guys, hope you enjoyed this review video. Again, I'll be putting out a night vision setup video in the near future once I've gotten everything put together, as well as hopefully once I've saved up enough for the Brain Exploders night vision setup, then it'll be all complete, and I can hopefully start doing some airsoft low light games in the near future, and that would be pretty awesome because I really want to bring that to my channel someday, as well as to just like increase the experience when it comes to you know, just playing airsoft in general, because I really want to bring it to that next level for myself, to play in low light games and using night vision as well. So I think that would be pretty awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I hope that'll be really fun and awesome just to record and edit. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Let me know if you have questions. Leave them down in the comments below as well. But thank you guys so much for watching, and hope to see you guys in my future videos. Until next time, peace out, guys.